Hello everyone, it's Pam here with Tattered Paper and Lace. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a subscriber and returning, thank you so much for coming back. And if you are new to my channel, thank you for coming along. We are on week 5 of the Margarete Miller weekly challenge. So we're going to just get right into it, and then I've got a couple of things to mention, but we're going to get right into it here. We need a sewing item, something your state or country is known for, an item representing a childhood memory, something ornate, something that starts with L, and something pink. So that's what we need, and let me show you what we're going to use. So I have this book. I'm going to raise you up a little bit. It's called Old Houses in Holland. And it's got all of these ornate pictures and things, and ornate doors and ornate windows and ornate balusters, just all these different ornate buildings and things. And I have chosen this one. So I've already actually pulled it out and cut it down. And it was something similar to that. So it fits perfectly in the background. So we're going to use that as my ornate something, because this is a rather ornate building, and that is going to be the something ornate. So then for something that starts with L, so the something ornate, that's going to be my background. So something that starts with L, I have this book called Library Lion. So guess what? My L is going to be lion. And I had these 3 that I thought might work. This one I was originally going to use because it had a rather ornate entrance. That didn't work, so that one's going away. Then I wanted to use this lion because I loved the fact that his mouth was open, but he's too big, so we can't use that one. But I did find this one who has basically his back to us, and this is the one I'm going to use. So let me put these back in this book. This is a children's book that I got that from. Now, let's continue on. So this will be my background. He'll go on here. Something your state is or country is known for. Well, I live in Georgia, and we're the peach state. So we're known for peaches. We're also known for pecans. We're also the Empire State of the South. I mean, you know, we're various things, but peach is what comes to mind to me first. And this is Fussy Cut from the voter sticker that you get when you go to vote. They give you a sticker saying that I'm a Georgia voter. And so it says that on this sticker. I fussy cut it out. It was just a round sticker with a white background. So that's going to be something that my state is known for. An item representing your childhood. Well, it is also part of the sewing items, but it's not the only sewing items. So I remember my mom, one of my fondest memories and most prevalent memory is my mom making my clothes when all the way up into my high school years. And she made my wedding dress and my going away dress and several things. But after high school, McCall's was one of the often used patterns, and so was Simplicity. And I had this McCall's from McCall's pattern envelope, and it says McCall's printed patterns. Then I also have these tops of spools. The wooden spools. That's what she used. Coates and Clark was the brand that she most often used. And so I have a couple of those. And then a sewing item. So those are sewing items, but I also am going to use a pattern lady. So this is cut from a pattern envelope. And I am going to use this also. So we've got our background, which fits beautifully on the page. And then I'm going to put the macaws up here because that evokes a memory for me. My mom was a great seamstress. She also made my brother's, I'm the only girl out of 5, and she also made my brother's little suit jackets and things like that when they were growing up, when they were little. And she also made my dad ties. Besides making my clothes and her clothes, she worked for the railroad for 40-something years. So she also made her clothes. So this is kind of what I'm going to do here, is just kind of place everything like that. So this is going to go under her arm. I've already got it fixed, so this can go under her arm, just like this. And she is going to be holding it, just like this. And that just works out real well, I think. So she's carrying this giant peach, and this is her pet lion. And they're walking through the city in Holland because it's a Holland building in the background. And this is his snack for later on. He's going to get a peach later on, but not yet. So that's what he's looking rather forlornly at her because he's ready for his snack now, but she's not willing to give it to him quite yet. So this is my collage. And then the something pink is her flower on her dress is pink. So that is the something pink. Now, I could possibly, I thought about, and I may do later, is watercolor this tree in with, and make it the leaves green, but then put some like pink little blossoms on it and give it a little more pink. Her dress just happened to have a pink flower on it, corsage type thing. So I'm going with that for the moment. So this is what my collage will look like. So let's get this going. Now, let me tell you some of the things that I wanted to talk about. One is last week's collage was, now I'm filming this early, just like I have done most all of my collages so far. Sometimes I'm not filming them early, but this one I am. And last week, I also filmed it early. And I'm actually filming this one just a few days later. So I'll have to come back to this, but I wanted to let you know that I haven't forgot and I will come back to this. So week 4 hasn't published yet because it's not even week 3 yet. So on week 4, I did the collage I did on week 4. I'm trying to get the glue gobs off my glue here. I had asked a question. Oh, this is not going to come out. It doesn't want to come out. It's barely coming out. Let me get another pen. So I did the collage and I was contemplating doing a little something else to it, and I couldn't decide. So I had asked if you all would comment and let me know what you think I should do. And I gave you choices. So I hope that you will, if you have not watched that video by the time you see this one, it will be published before this one. But if you haven't seen it, if you go look and then comment and let me know what you think I should do. There's some blank space on the collage that I thought needed something, but I wasn't sure what it was. And then I gave you an idea of what I thought might be good. And I had 3 different positions and so forth and so on. And I want you to please comment and let me know what you think I should do on that collage in that particular, with that particular item. And I would appreciate it if you would go and let me know what you think, because I don't know, I really don't know what to do. And I haven't done it yet. I was going to wait to see what you guys suggested and then, you know, make my decision from there. And since it hasn't been published yet and I'm already doing this video, then I can't do it yet because it's not even been published yet, so that you can see what I'm asking for. So when whatever video I'm doing that finally has published and the decision has been made, I will let you know, and I will go back and make that happen. Whatever is decided on. So here we have this. I'm going to go ahead and put this up here because it goes at the top. So I want to go ahead and get it up here. Need to pull it down toward me a little bit so I can see. Make sure I get it at the top. Right at the top. There we go. So that's going to go there. So that evokes a memory of my mom making my clothes. And I loved, okay, here it is. I loved all of the spools, the wooden spools, even then, and buttons and all those things, even then. So I wanted to put the tops of the spools because that is part of what I remember and part of what evokes memory, because Cokes and Clark, that was the brand. That was the brand she used. Most of the time, she used some other brands, but that's what she used most of the time. And I'm going to wait on this, I think, until I get her down and get her down partially. This is a sticker. The Georgia, and it says I'm a Georgia voter on there. So this is a sticker. So I need to get that backing off. I want to go ahead and put the sticky part. I just don't want it to come off if... you know, if I glue it and then the sticky decides to come off, then that wouldn't be good. So let's see if I can get it off. I'm always afraid to leave the backing on if it's a sticker, just because. Just poked a hole in it. I'm terrible at this. Come on. Well, it may not come off. And I've already pulled it off once. You would think it would come off easier than that. But it is not coming off that easy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we got it. I did poke a hole in it, but it won't matter. Because that actually is probably going to be under her arm. So I need to get this under here. Just like it's supposed to be. About like that, I think. Yep, about like that. I'll just go ahead and stick it down. It's pretty sticky, so I don't think it will matter if it is. And I also cut this arm out some because I wasn't sure which arm it was going to go in, and then I decided that it needed to be in this one. So I don't want to completely glue down past where my thumb is right here for now, because I want to put those spool tops under there. I love all the sewing stuff, and I think it's because it is a good memory of my mom making my clothes. She made I was in the high school beauty pageant. She made my dress for that, and you know, prom and school dances, and she would make all my clothes for those things. So I have some fond memories, and she did a marvelous job. And she, for herself, she always used a pattern for me, but for herself, she oftentimes would take a pattern, such as the one that this lady came from, and she would alter it some to suit her needs better. And she was very... I glued that anyway. Wow. I just don't think. When I'm talking, I don't think. But we got it wiped off. Okay, so I'm going to move this for a moment. So she was just quite talented at being a seamstress. And I did not get that talent at all. I did not get that talent. I made a few items of clothing as a teenager, but I didn't like it. I didn't like doing it. And mostly what I made was not something I would wear out anywhere. Because I just didn't have that talent. I just didn't have it. I don't know why. I got other talents, I guess. So anyway, she's passed away, and I have her sewing machine, but I only use her sewing machine for fabric. Well, I take that back. I have used it for paper, but I don't like to because I just know she wouldn't like it. I know that's kind of sad that I do that, but it's just a thing. Hers is very much more, well, this stuck down anyway, didn't it? It has many more stitches on it than the one I use for paper. And so if I really am in a pinch for something different, I will go use it. Of course, I don't use my fabric fabric needle for it, for using on paper. I do change it, but there, that'll work. But anyway, so it's a Singer Slant-O-Matic 104. And I found an ad in a magazine for it that not too long ago that I think I'm going to use on something. I'm not sure yet what I will use it on, how I will use that. It's a big magazine, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it exactly. But anyway, I thought that was cool because it was exactly her sewing machine. And my dad he built cabinets, but he also built furniture, and so her sewing cabinet was made by him. So that's another fond thing to have, very invoking good memories. Okay, so there we are. We have her down. Okay, see, and I think she fits in nicely with the building. She is in front, and it looks like there's a water feature of some kind here. And then it almost looks like a railroad track. I'm not sure that that's what it is, but it almost looks like one. And then I'm going to put him here, and I'm going to set him up high enough that this name, Sydney R. somebody, and dated 1913, is the person who I'm sure did this sketch. So I'm going to leave that up so you can see that, just because, not because it really needs to be, or it doesn't really matter, but I just think it's kind of neat to see that little bit of writing there, and then you know who did the sketch and who made the art. And I'm just making other art with somebody else's art. All of these is somebody else's art. Every item. Oh me. So anyway, if you'll go back and look at week 4 if you haven't, and give me an opinion, and I'll wait till I have several, and eventually I'll have to glue that piece down, but I haven't done that yet because it's like I said, I haven't even posted that video yet because I'm filming quite a bit ahead here, a couple of weeks ahead anyway. Let me move him over so his tail won't be off the page. Perfect. There we go. And there he is. And then when I fussy cut him out, I had to cut his whiskers off because they were so fine that there wasn't really any way I could keep his whiskers. So I am going to take a fine marker. I have these 5 markers, and this one I think is the most fine, 005. And it's a very fine tip. I'm going to use that to make him some whiskers right here. Just because I think he needs some whiskers. So we're just going to give him a few whiskers right there. You can't even see it. I can see it, but you might can't see it. Let's see. Can you see the little whiskers? Anyway, that is my collage for this week. Now, I usually, as you know, do a little collaging over here, and I haven't gone back to look to see what I can find to do. There, that's on there good. Okay. I haven't gone back to find. I want to get another probably spool top to go here. I might do some buttons or, you know, something like that. So I'm not going to do that yet because I haven't found what I want to do. But that is my week 5. So we have a sewing item, which this is from a pattern envelope. We've got the tops of the wooden spools, and we have the piece of information from McCall's printed pattern here. But those things also evoke a memory, which is one that's later on. So something your state or country is known for is the peach. We're the peach state, the Empire State of the South, and we're not the pecan state, I don't think. It could have been at some point named that, but we also have pecans. But peaches is what I always think of first, and I think that's what most people think of first. Let me pull you in. You were kind of far away, sorry. I forget to pull you in when I pull you out. So that is something that our state is known for. And then an item representing a childhood memory is also the sewing items. That's why I have several on here. Something ornate is this building in the background. Something that starts with L is the lion. And then the bonus is something pink. So it is a bonus because her dress happens to have a pink flower on it, which I originally didn't even notice that it did. So that is my collage for this week, and I really like this one. It turned out really cool. So I appreciate you coming along. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, think about doing so, and the notification bell, and you'll get further videos from me. And thank you again for coming along. And if you're new, welcome, and I hope you will come back. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.